Soul family update. So I've been out getting ready to do a few things. Did a little bit of clay work. It's actually ceramics, or traditional ceramics, so making dishes, pottery out of clay by hand. They still use the traditional fire kiln to cure them. It's an interesting process. Another neat thing about clay, when you work with it, if your body is dehydrated, you dehydrate the clay. Your body absorbs the water out of the clay, because when you work with it, you're having that interaction with the clay. It's neat. It's more of a relationship than working with an object. So some of the clay that they have is actually harvested from nature, so they'll go up to the rivers and they'll pull the materials that they need out of nature and build up the clay that way. That clay is a lot harder to work with than the stuff that you can get processed and ready for people to do craft with. So that was also interesting. Some neat conversations in my time there, and I go back a few more times, but in this short set here, you're going to hear us talking about the brining. So I had an invite, a personal invite, to go and spend some time with the brining and meet the brining Shaman. So this is a traditional native group out here. My understanding was that they were next to impossible to get to, but I was invited out, got excited about it, and I'm going to go. And based on the discussion that you're going to hear here today, I'm going to go and see if this brining shaman is real, or if it's a touristy thing. So there is, and in the invite it does include a visit to a waterfall and watching cacao being processed and being part of that. So the other part that they've included was the invite to spend time with the shaman and get what they call an energetic healing. And I'll share the videos because I do have permission to film there as well. So I just wanted to send out a quick update today. There's lots of my recordings. You'll hear sounds from the jungle. The animals get wild out here sometimes in the orchestra overhead. The trees are huge, and you know, it's hard to see the monkeys up there, but you definitely hear the monkeys at night. And maybe I should add that little recording in too. Yeah. Life everywhere, the biomass, the greenery, it's amazing. There's food everywhere. I found sugar cane and watched some people harvesting sugar cane. The milk cows out here eat sugar cane, and I'm not sure what that does to the milk, but cows eat sugar cane. There's not a lot of milk in the stores here. It's actually hard to find real butter, and they don't know very much about cream at all. If you ask for cream for coffee, you get some pretty confused looks. So we did briefly in this video touch a bit on the flavors that you get, the Caribbean flavor or Carib flavors that you get. And it is part of the reason why some people settle here, is because of the flavors in the food. And I totally get it, because being on the other side, and eating what they had over there with their chicken wieners, and yeah, it's not the same. It's nice to have inspired food. It's nice to have colors. It's nice to have surroundings where there's happy people and you can have happy interactions, and it feels like there's more of that on this side. And that's the joy of exploring, is you get to see the difference between different areas, different cultures, and different environments. So in this area, I would say it's more of a touristy area. So some of the locals are a little bit upset that there's so many people who continue to move into their area. They don't know where they come from. There are quite a few beggars or people who are asking for money, panhandling. It just seems to come with the concentration of tourists. This is a place where the buses come and stop and drop a lot of people off every day, and these people all cycle through. And that's also a very interesting thing to watch. I would say primarily young females out on adventures trying to find themselves in the world. A lot of people on spiritual journey. A couple of young men I've been interacting with who have had a lot of questions about how things are going for them and what's this thing that's happening and how do I get control of my astral travel. So those are good conversations. I always appreciate getting involved with those. So today is a bit of a holiday for all the locals. The men are all busy preparing a special meal for their mothers and spouses. And yesterday there was a real push on people trying to catch red snapper, I believe, red fish out of the ocean. And quite a few of the men complaining that, well, I guess it's going to be chicken again because I didn't catch any fish today. So they're all preparing this special meal, and there's a local stew that was recommended to me that I have to find. So I don't think I'll find it today. Maybe another day I'll find it. So just take a look at the ocean here today. Quick update. Enjoy the sounds. Enjoy the bit of information here on clay. And I'll have more footage coming soon on Bribri and what that experience is like. Okay, hope everyone's doing well. Take care. See you soon.
I'd never considered that there is much, much more to clay than just the fact that it can be fashioned into other things. For clay is a mysterious substance, indeed.
Okay, so maybe I won't go to that Bribri thing. I don't want some tourist fake experience. I don't want to support that kind of thing.
Yes, but it's different if they go with you for a walk to a waterfall and you see the process of the cacao, but
yeah.
It doesn't matter if they go a feather or they have the faces paint, the process of cacao is the same.
Yeah.
So you can see like that for real.
Okay.
Or there's different celebrations that happen right now, no, but you can go there and visit the celebration they're having. So it's, but this awati, the shaman,
Okay.
sometimes for me it's like that's so unfair because
Yeah,
for me
right.
as a tourist, sometimes when I go places like I want a Maya ritual in the lake Atitlan and they come and die with, I don't know, candles and do a shooey dance like that. Do you want to?
Maybe this one.
This one,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna add
Okay.
the food.
Yeah.
Oh, it's something like this. Open.
So thin.
Yes. And one other thing that I decide here is the flavors.
Yeah.
From Watson, quote, "Crystalline structures in clay are even more lifelike than regular geometric mineral crystals, arranging themselves into complex layered structures which have the capacity to evolve. They grow and change, absorbing other molecules into their fabric, responding to changes in their environment by finding and using new patterns and ploys. Clays, in other words, are self-starting, self-assembling, and self-replicating." Yes, clay evolves. Clay demonstrates many of the hallmarks of what we call life. In fact, new scientific research is looking at the strong possibility that life originated from clay. Clays are catalysts and can replicate, says one study for the National Center for Biotechnology. The origin of life, it says, began in the clay world.
remolacha, tomate, brócoli, coliflor, todo bueno y barato.